Welcome to the Cinema Crew Point of View. As you can see, I'm here by myself today. Though it is live, it is something for you to watch later. And again, before you do that, please subscribe to the channel. It's the Cinema Crew Point of View. We discuss all types of things: Star Wars shows, Star Wars movies, Marvel, DC, The Boys, anything you can think of, even do Power, which we'll be doing later on tonight live. I'm here right now, though, to talk about a movie I just seen, which is called The Lost City, starring Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. I just want to do a quick review of the movie, spoiler free, just because I did just see it and wanted to add more reviews to the channel. So, for this movie, I this is what's called an action comedy, and I have always been a fan of the action comedy genre, but that's a fleeting genre within Hollywood, especially in theatrical releases right now. You might see some on streaming platforms here and there, but it used to be some every year, at least a few, as theatrical releases. And it'd be nice to have those back just to kind of cleanse your palate a bit from all the big, more tentpole movies. So I was happy to have this movie. Now, I wasn't super excited to see it, but again, in between things like the Batman, Morbius, or Doctor Strange, or just big, huge IPs, it's nice to have something to go in, not think too much about, and laugh about. And we've seen Sandra Bullock in movies like The Heat with Melissa McCarthy do this very well. Channing Tatum in movies like 21 and 22 Jump Street. So it's something where you're not going to have to, like I said, think too much. Something where you just go in and be entertained and laugh, but also has a small amount of action elements. Again, these movies used to be out all the time. Rush Hour is an action comedy, for example. Beverly Hills Cop, action comedy, for example. So these are things that were very, very high, in the atmosphere from studios. But now it seems like they're getting away from those. Hopefully, we can get those back. So for this movie, we see Sandra Bullock, who's a novelist who writes romantic romantic adventure novels, as an archaeologist with a partner who goes to seek out treasure with her love interest. And these are novels that she writes, fictional novels within the story. And if you can see in the trailers that Channing Tatum, who plays the cover model for her books, actually has to join her on an adventure. So this movie is flawed, definitely flawed as a movie. But again, I always talk to my friend Anthony, who reviews movies, and one of his major questions was, I entertained? And I was entertained. I laughed a bunch of times within the movie. I thought that the chemistry between Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock was great. I thought that the Daniel Radcliffe, he had a medium-sized role. I wouldn't say minor, but when he was on the screen, he did his job, and it definitely made us feel the character that he was playing, which was very, very good. And then there's a cameo, as you also see in the trailer, from Brad Pitt. And I thought it was maybe a cameo, maybe like a minute or two, but actually, it was actually much longer than a cameo, but not enough to be a major role. But when he was there, everything he did was well done as well. So I definitely was entertained throughout. The ending, some of it was predictable, but again, it was something still I enjoyed seeing, overall. The writing I thought was well done. The good thing about this movie as well, I was going to get to the cinematography, was they shot this on location inside of an actual jungle. So you do actually, if you're a movie fan, you can actually tell the difference from that or a green screen or some other type of CGI. It was on location in the jungle, so that part of it was good. Where I would say any flaws I may have had within the movie were just some of the other characters within the film, because there are some other characters who have smaller roles, could have had more to do or more development. But overall, I would say that I enjoyed it. I thought Channing Tatum as the second lead, I would say, did a great job. He's gotten to a great space as a as a comedy person, coming from way from when he was in Step Up many years ago. But I think his comedic timing is great. I think Sandra Bullock, like I said, if you watch The Heat or other movies where has comedy, she does well as well. You can definitely tell she's getting a little bit older, within the movie, but I still think they played well off each other. Do I see a sequel for this movie? No, but I do think, again, as a one-off action comedy, it was cleansing from other things that I see. And I like to have that mix of movies. I'm a movie fan, so I'm not just like I'm going for the big, um, like I said, big IP with explosions and CGI. I also go for the smaller dramatic movie or a regular comedy or action comedy, romantic comedy, or a horror film or a smaller horror film. They all should be in the movie spectrum within our zeitgeist. We don't need to just have one thing only. And for me, I definitely like to take the time to see this. It was not even 2 hours at all. So again, it was just a kind of a good thing to see. And again, I was entertained. I did laugh. Some of the bits within the movie were great. Some of the banter between Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock was really excellent. Sandra Bullock and Daniel Radcliffe, he spends most of his time with her, and they also have a good chemistry together and what they do. So for me, I would say if you have time, just want to go see something make you laugh and not to and not this will make you laugh and be entertained. I would say The Lost City is a plus for me. If I had to rate it, because I don't really give ratings that are like points, I only go 0.5 or whole numbers. So for me, I would say this is a nice action comedy. I would give it a 7.5, which is a positive score. Again, I'll be doing these reviews by myself, spoiler-free reviews a lot of times. And then for other movies, which are bigger IPs, I will bring on my cinema crew, which will be next for Morbius next week. And again, we'll also be back for Moon Knight, which is starting next week on Disney Plus. But tonight, there'll be a live show for Power Episode 4, Book 8, as well as with my cinema crew. So we appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you later tonight, and we'll see you next week.